Man,
we're not going to debate that right now.
No.
We got more pressing issues. I don't have my paperwork.
Yeah. So let me get this started. All right. Hello, one and all. Thanks for joining us. We're your host. I'm Uchoose. This is Inka. And welcome to _ her story _ his story. Quick disclaimer before we get into the good stuff. This is an opinion-based broadcast, so let's all be sure to be respectable of everybody's opinions. The last thing we want is the community guidelines. Sorry about that. The last thing we want is for anybody's account to be negatively affected by anything you say here on this platform. Let's all be respectful of everybody's opinions. We might not always agree, but we can always respectfully disagree. We're here to start up fun, interesting adult conversations. That's our main goal. So sit back, relax, get a drink, and let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
All right. So the last couple of weeks, I've been setting off the topics. Yeah. I've been starting the drama,
I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I'm going to let you run with it. So.
It's all good. It's all right. Well, last week, definitely,
Definitely last week. Though, the funny thing is, even after it's all said and done, it's like you still are discombobulated and getting stuff together. Oh, my gosh. We hosted people at the house, so it's like, okay, gosh. Once everyone's out, then you start the deep clean and the real,
right.
The real
yeah, trust me, I remember.
Yeah, right. So it's still a process for me right now.
But still, congratulations and welcome back.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So you want to let us know what the topic is tonight? You want to tell us what we're talking about?
So I don't want to make this just a her story because I'm sure there's some his stories that can relate. But have you ever lowered your standard, whether it's financial, whether it's looks, whether it's social status, stuff like that, and you get played anyway? I know a lot of women have been bamboozled by a guy maybe not as attractive as what they normally would go for. And I think the misconception is, how can I put this nicely? This ugly motherfucker better be glad he with me. He wouldn't play me, right? Because I'm the upgrade.
Damn.
And
cold
they
out
get played anyway. I'm just saying, let's just keep it funky. Guys do it too. Guys do it too.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Let me just get that out there.
Yeah, but if he not beholding any beauty, and you decide, or in your eyes he's not beholden enough, what I'm saying? Especially if you are usually go for a certain type and you step out of your comfort. It's not just looks. Whether it's you usually date guys who make a certain amount of money, and here you go with somebody who maybe doesn't make as much, and then they still play you, and you're like, I think it's more frustrating because you're like broke, ugly, whatever the case is. How dare you? You know what I'm saying?
I understand that
audacity.
Right. Well, all right. So you want to go first and have your take on it, or you want me to set it off? Because I could set it off.
I kind of want also other perspectives as far as have you been on the giving end of it, the receiving end of it? Have you been a victim, or whatever? But I definitely have been in a position where I felt not played per se, but she's only talking to you because of that. Exactly. Melanated know what I'm talking about. It's almost like whether you meet them with no car and they on a bus, and whether in the relationship you help upgrade them or whatever the case is, and then it's like, where is the loyalty? Or somebody not as attractive, somebody that typically people look at and be like, that's not who you normally go for, that's not your normal type,
right? And
then they end up acting like they the prize. You be like, hold up, sir. Do not forget your place.
Hold on, wait. So melanated, right? She just said talking to a dude because of the outfit that he got on?
No, she's saying that she's telling him that girl is only talking to you because the outfit that I got you. I helped upgrade you. And
oh my God. So you basically saying that y'all creating dudes out here.
Listen,
y'all upgrading these dudes that was under.
Real thing. It's a real thing. Because let me use a very popular example. Kanye West, he was all about his black girlfriend. They was doing this, they was doing that, and then he got upgraded because she was fashionable. She was a stylist. She kind of gave him his fashion baby teeth, and when he outgrew it, he was like, "Yep, I got my grown teeth," and he went to everything that was more visually pleasing. And I know to her, she was like, out of the two of us, I was the popping one. I helped bring you popping, and now you left me like I'm not.
Hold on, wait. When you talking about Kanye West became popping, who are you talking about? Kim made Kanye popping?
Alexis.
He went to okay. Kim after. Right. I was about to say. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I understand how you feel about that. This is what I'm gonna say first of all.
Okay. Let's hear this.
When people say they lowered their standards, is it really a standard? Like, because if it was a standard, like me in my situation, right? I haven't ever lowered my standard to date a girl. Like, if a girl wasn't meeting my criteria of standards, then she wasn't it. Yeah, I'll probably hit because I'm the bad guy. But
you are.
That's true. Yeah, I'm the bad guy. But I wouldn't actually get into a relationship with someone who I feel doesn't meet my standards, because then that's me, that's me reaching. So if they don't reach my standards and then it goes left, or I get played, as you said, then I should expect it because they wasn't up to my standards to begin with. Like, I should.
But wouldn't that sting more? Like,
I mean,
how dare you?
Your own fantasy is what sting you. You did it to yourself. You created you believe that somebody could be more and try to invent this person into more. You try to mold this person into something, into your standards.
I don't necessarily think that that's the only thing.
Finishing his parents' job.
It's almost like as a woman,
yeah,
you know the level of attractiveness that you can pull, I guess, if that makes sense. You know, it's the same. Listen, you're not about to sit here and act like you don't know your own attractiveness. So if a really unattractive girl try to talk to you, you'll be like,
First of all,
you're not gonna sit
this is what I'm gonna say.
Listen,
I can't agree with that because women don't truly based on looks. They based on pockets. So even when a dude is not attractive enough, if he, like you said, his outfit that she got him.
Yeah, but that's not lowering your standard if it's a trade-off. If you're not as attractive, like you not as, but your money is, then you meet in the middle. But if you're not attractive and then your money down here, that is somebody lowering the standard, whether you man, woman, child, it don't matter. But if you know, okay, let's say you consider yourself a 7, right? You're a 7. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, you attract other 7s. You might get a 9 or something like that. But if you're like, okay, these 7s think that they are 9s, and I'm going to go for like a 5.
Right.
And then the 5 play you, I think there's an extra sting to it. Like, you are 5, right?
Why? You did it to yourself. That's like saying, yo, you over there playing with fire, and you wonder how you get burned, and you're like, yo, damn, I was playing with fire. I was safe. No. I know how to play with fire, but now I got burned. Why did it burn you?
Playing with fire would be you with the 7s. If you with the 7s and they constantly burning you, you're like, okay, maybe if I lower the flame, I won't get burnt as bad.
Nah, you still playing with fire.
But and that's the lesson I think comes in it. But I think there's an extra sting to it. Listen, you could disagree because you want to take the moral high ground.
I'm not taking no moral high ground.
Funky. If we keeping it funky and you get with a bad bitch and she plays you, I don't think that you would feel as bad as if the girl that isn't a bad bitch plays you. Because then you're like,
to be honest, this is what I'm gonna say. All right, and I gotta say it from the his story side. Like, dudes, it's whatever is attracted to them. Like, so if a dude was pulling all 10s, and then he goes and messes with a 4, and the 4 does him way more dirty than the 10s or the 20s did, like, it's still all in his same. It's still all under the same umbrella to him.
Listen,
the same dirtiness that the 10 did, and the same dirtiness that the 4 did. It's still the same.
Ain't no way. You know why? It'll come out in the argument. If you want a chick, right? You want a chick. She got her own house. She got a nice career. She got her own car. She don't got a bunch of kids, and she got shit together. Yeah. And shit go left, and you get played. What are you gonna say in that argument? Oh, you broke. Oh, you can't say that. Oh, you ugly. You can't say that.
No.
Let somebody.
You say fuck you, bitch.
Listen.
You a dub. Nah. Let
somebody unattractive, no money, a bunch of kids, a dirty place, all that stuff. That is coming out when you get played. You dirty, ugly, fat, this. Everything is going to come out. Why? Because there's an extra sting to it when the person has all these attributes that not attributes, I guess, like.
Well, they are attributes in a way, but this is where we come in at odds. And this is how most dudes I know is gonna feel about this, is that even with all of that said, we were still beasting it. We were still with it.
But
if I say all of that stuff, right? Oh, you nasty, dirty bitch with all your kids and your crib always dirty bitch and this all, and I'm messing with you. Then shit, what that say about me? Like,
but that's the part. You're saying that you would never lower your standards to that. I'm talking about the people who do, maybe.
Right.
And I can only speak from a woman's point of view, and it won't be all women, but it's almost like, how can I say this delicately?
The betrayal?
No, it's almost like, let's say the person's unattractive, and there's a big gap in attractive levels. And you're like, I think women think that the person should be like grateful. Like, me on your arm kind of makes you look better because people are going to be like, oh, what is she doing?
How the hell he pull that?
They're going to be like, what he doing with her? You know what I'm saying? So that kind of boosts you. So if you're going to take this, and I think what a lot of times happens is it goes to the head. You know you're not that attractive, but here go this bad chick who's into you. I could pull another one, and that's the part where y'all ego get above reality.
Yo, listen, if you do it once, you can do it again. Swag can't be bought or taught.
Huh?
I said, you do it once, you can do it again, fellas. Swag can't be bought or taught.
And then when the girl get played, she's like, oh, hell no, this ugly motherfucker did not just play me.
Yeah, but what that say about you? You see, like, this is my whole thing, right? And you see, I guess this is why it's a woman more from a female aspect than it'll be from a dude's aspect. Because, like, all right, yeah, there are things in my life that I smash that some of my friends will never see. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's another thing. If your friends even know that you're with shorty, and then they find out she played you, that's a different level of clowning.
But this is what I'm trying to say. But if I'm gonna be in a relationship with one of those things that my friends would never see, right?
I'm not saying the person has to be so attractive. You can only see them
I'm just trying to say, if we're talking about lowering my standards, this is the only place that I can go.
But you can't. I'm not saying you gotta lower your standards to the ground. I'm just saying.
No, I understand.
Yeah, okay.
I understand, but I'm just saying for me, this is the level where it would have to go for me to make it a relationship. Is where I'm trying to. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So if I'm doing that and I'm going to get in a relationship with this person, and I'm feeling like, yo, listen, you with me? Shit. First of all, I'm popping as it is. But shit, now you next to me, shit, I'm making you popping. Because they're going to be like, when bad chicks walk past and they like, yo, how you pull this handsome fella just like this? How the hell you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, like what the hell? Her box got to be the shit, or she must be freak nasty or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And then she come out here and she got like 10 other niggas doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I still got to look at myself and be like, you dumbass nigga, what do you expect? Like...
But that's what I'm saying. It's an extra sting to it. Like, how?
I think it's all sting. I don't know. I think it would be like, yo, listen, like, I would blame myself more than the other person. I wouldn't even feel like the person, how dare you? I would be like,
I don't disagree with that. You're gonna look at yourself like, if I was gonna get played, let me get played by something bad. You know what I'm saying? Something
like,
bad.
yo, like, I should have known better. I should have known better.
That extra sting is like, this motherfucker should have been grateful.
Right.
Gave them a chance.
Right.
Upgraded his ass or her ass. And here it is, you played me anyway. And I think But I think sometimes women who go after guys who are more physically attractive or more financially advanced, they want too many burns. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like you have to prep yourself to expect it, which is sad but true. You get with an NBA star, it kind of feels like you gotta accept that eventually sometime in this relationship, this nigga is gonna step out. Not to say that that's, you know, whatever, but it's like women train themselves to say, okay, well, he's still bringing in the money and he still has the celebrity, so I'm gonna deal with it. You know what I mean? Until it gets out of control.
It's the things that come with that type of status.
Right. So when you're not in that and you're trying to avoid the hurt, I think what people tend to do is go in the opposite direction. Like, oh, this nigga light skin and green eyes, or he chocolate with white ass teeth. Like, those are the things that you go for. And then when you realize, okay, the last three that, you know, fit that criteria played me. And so maybe I need to go with this nigga that got the dad bod, who just, you know, work at UPS. No shade to UPS, but, you know, he's not an NBA star. He's not in Big Bang. And, you know, he got this little apartment. He not really driving, or if he driving something not cool. Those are the things where, you know, if you are looking for a certain level of security, you're going to be looking for a nice car. He got a place, got a job, those kind of things. Once you say, okay, well, the last three who was like this didn't, you know, pan out so well, maybe I need to look for more substance. And you feel like, and I mean wrongfully so, but you look for people who look like they have more of a heart and a good soul and blah, blah, blah. So once you realize that, home, you know, Tyrone living at home and he got a little, you know, $17 an hour job and he this and that, you're like, oh, he's going to appreciate me more because, you know, he doesn't have all these options. And then to get played by that person, it's like, oh, hell no. If I was going to get played, I'd rather get played by the NBA star.
Right. Like, you know, they say money can't solve problems, but you'd rather cry in a Lamborghini than cry in a Buick. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. But this is what I'm going to say. And I mentioned this a little bit last week. Like, women, they create a fantasy of what they think a person can be. And
I feel like that's expectations from both sexes.
And then they hold them to that. So you see, when you lowered your standards, right? But most women lower their standards, and like you said, they're choosing what it's safe for them or something that they're not used to because what they're used to, what they always go for, what their type is, hasn't been working for them. So they're going to something that's not their type, that's something that's opposite of what they're used to, right? Then they still, and this person, like you said, has these characteristics that make you feel like this. They have you know, just things about them that makes you feel like they have the potential to be everything that you was looking for because of what you experienced. We're going to create this fantasy on that person and then hold that person to that level in their head. Now, when this person doesn't reach that level, or that person gets to that level and they feel that they brought that person to that level, and then that person starts to act like I've been on this level, them themselves feel betrayed because they created this
monster.
But it's just like Frankenstein. The monster you create, he's gonna want to come back and kill you if he's not happy with his life. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. You create this, you create him to be the type that you used to. You created him to be the type that you're attracted to, and then guess what? He turned into the type.
Exactly. So when it comes to standards, I feel like that's true on both sides, but they're for different reasons. Because I think sometimes guys who do that feel like, oh, well, she's not that attractive, so she must be, you know, extra.
Oh, freak nasty now.
Hell yeah. Or, oh, this bitch is, you know, a little
money.
She got to know how to cook and throw down in the kitchen. Or she gonna lend me her car all day while she at work and I'm chilling, you know, driving my homies
smoking
around,
weed and riding on the road.
You know what I'm saying? So there are those expectations as well when it comes to guys and what they associate once they, you know, lay eyes on a woman, have a couple of conversations with her, whatever. So those expectations, I think, go both ways. I think both sides would feel the burn if someone played them who, in their mind, was not up to their standard.
I think they feel the burn regardless of whether they hot or not.
Yeah, but I feel like if you get burned by somebody that look real good or got real bank and all this other stuff, I don't feel like the burn. Listen, if you went from dealing with a guy driving his own whip and shit, you know what I mean, to a guy you gotta hop on a train with, listen.
I understand that, but this is what I'm gonna say with it, right? For guys to feel the way that women feel about this situation, there's only one thing we could think of, is when we cut off all of our chicks for that one chick, and then that one chick plays us, that's when we'll feel the burn, whether she hot or not. Whether she popping or not, whether she above our standards or below our standards, when we cut off all the rest of them for the one, and then the one do us dirty, that's what burns us. That's what we feel the burn.
I mean, that's a different kind of burn, because then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the only way we feel that burn.
Then y'all get ruined for life, and y'all use that one relationship as a reason to be a dog for the rest of y'all life until y'all 55, and now want to get married to a 25-year-old. So that's another conversation. But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like the embarrassment behind it, too, has a lot to do with it. Because it's not to say that this person is so horrible you're keeping them a secret. It's just, you know, that the eye you'll get from your people is like, what made you, you know, deal with shorty? Like, we know what you're accustomed to. And you're like, nah, she cool, she this. That you can actually really be into this person and everything, because, you know, it is what it is. You've gotten time to know the person and all this other stuff. And then to get played, I would be so hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I'd want to be physically violent with that person.
Oh my God.
Beat they ass.
That's that West Indian. That's that West Indian in you.
But it's almost like, how dare you? I've never put myself on no pedestal. Oh, you the baddest, this, that. No. But I also don't deserve to get played. And I also don't deserve to get played.
So you trying to say the ugly niggas and the ugly chicks deserve to get played? Nah,
no, they deserve to be together. They deserve to be together.
No. You never heard the saying, an ugly person and a handsome person makes the most beautiful babies?
No. I heard two ugly people make good babies.
No. I heard the opposites. The opposites make the most gorgeous.
Yeah, but then that's when the person who's less attractive should be more appreciative to the more attractive, because here y'all go with y'all cute babies.
What? Yo, listen, in a relationship, no partner should be on a pedestal. You guys should be, if y'all on pedestals, y'all on the same.
Putting each other on pedestals.
Yeah, on the same level though. No one is, oh, I should praise you more because I know you don't need nigga like me. Shit, 9 out of 10 females have their choice of 1,000 niggas. Niggas is hollering at females all day.
That's why you should put her on the pedestal.
No, listen, but that's all females. It ain't you especially. It ain't that female or this
But
female.
it's me, especially in my relationship.
Some females gonna get more attention than others. Yeah, but shit, all females get attention. I seen ugly chicks walk past a construction site. Listen, I worked in New York City construction for over 20 years.
I know, you know.
I've seen the ugliest chick that a lot of dudes probably would not talk. Dudes is after her like she the baddest. So females getting hollered at every day. So if that's the case, then we should always feel grateful like, oh shit, she not cheating on me. Get the fuck out of here, yo. That's just the normal. That's like saying to do something that you're not supposed to do and you're doing what you're not supposed to do. Let me congratulate you on doing what you're not supposed to do.
But I agree with that. You just said that means we should put old women on pedestals. Why not?
Hell no, you still get the hell out of here. That's some her story shit for real. Putting no woman on no pedestal. No, in a relationship.
Listen,
in a relationship.
You can say what you want on this platform. You have a wife, your wife is on a pedestal. I don't care.
Listen, I put no woman on no pedestal.
Listen,
wife, girlfriend, homegirl, slide, whatever. I
you put your mama?
No. What?
You put your mama?
Mommy, yo, listen. To be honest, I mean, she's my mom. She gave me life. But pedestal, I put no woman on a pedestal.
Shame.
None.
You got daughters.
You know, I love my mom. She knows I love her.
You ain't got no daughters.
I love my mom. You know, niggas can't mess with my moms. I love her. But at the end of the day, there's no woman I'm putting on no pedestal. I'm not putting anybody on a pedestal. Only God is on a pedestal to me. That's the only person. Everybody else is equal, yo. I'm not putting you above me. Oh, because you're dating me and what? You could get more attractive niggas, or you could get niggas with more bread, or you could get celebrity status niggas. I'm supposed to put you on a pedestal?
Just because of who she is in your life.
Hell no. Listen. Listen. I'm the type of dude that'll treat Halle Berry like she a regular chick.
Halle Berry don't got nothing to do with you.
I'm just trying to say.
Different. No.
I'm just trying to say she's celebrity status, high grade celebrity status. And I'll treat her like the girl in the next apartment, yo. I'm not putting her on no pedestal. If you dating me, I didn't say nothing
about a date.
No, I'm just saying.
First of all, I feel like when you say pedestal and when I say pedestal, it's coming off like it's two different things that we're meaning.
Okay.
Halle Berry don't got nothing to do with your life, so why would you put Halle Berry on a pedestal?
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to say.
Unless you're a psycho fan, I'm
talking about if me and her were dating.
But I feel like whoever you're with, especially if you got committed to marriage, your wife should be on a pedestal. I think so. That's something
her story would say. Listen, if you're in a relationship, if you're in a marriage, if you're in a situationship, y'all should be looking at each other.
You can't even compare the three of those
I'm just talking about a point blank period. And y'all dealing with each other on intimate levels, y'all should be looking at each other like equals. Not oh, I'm lucky to be with you, or oh, you lucky to be with me. We should be lucky that we in love together.
Do you not feel lucky that the person is with you?
What? Lucky? Shit. What the hell am I gonna be lucky for? What the hell? If she's not with me, I'm gonna be with somebody else. If I'm not with her, she's gonna be with somebody else. That's for everybody. Ain't nobody life gonna stop. If you break up with that person, your life gonna stop? Your world gonna stop? What the hell? No. So
who said that?
That's what I'm trying to say. No, what I'm just trying to say is
I feel like there's so many different chances in life. Yes, you could be compatible with any number of thousands of people and still lead a good life. But I feel like once you're at a good, happy, accepting place in your life with the person that you're with, you should be like, I'm lucky, because there's so many events that could have changed things where you may have never have met them. You could have been with, somebody got a drug problem or this or that. There's so many different things that could have happened that I think sometimes you do have to say, I'm lucky for different things in my life, not just this person where it's like, oh, this is the one great thing in my life. I just mean period.
Look, I'm thankful to God for all of the great stuff that I have in my life. Let me make that.
Yeah, but that could include your wife.
Right, but that doesn't mean she's on no pedestal. No, that means what I'm.
But then I asked you, do you feel lucky? And you was like, well, if I wasn't with her, I'd be with somebody else. And I'm like, okay,
yeah, that's a fact.
that's a given, but don't you feel some gratitude that this is the person you with?
I mean, it's a mutual thing. It's not. I feel.
But you keep equating how you feel to how she should feel too. If she didn't feel gratitude for it, would that take away the gratitude you would feel?
What? Now, listen, if she didn't feel that way, our relationship wouldn't work. That's what I'm trying to say. It wouldn't work.
But you're making it seem like you're only basing it on if she felt that way. Here's what I feel.
Nah, it's not if she felt that way. She has to feel that way in a relationship.
But it comes like love. It's not to say that you be in a relationship if only one of y'all in love. But if you love someone and they don't love you, that doesn't mean that you don't love them.
You're an idiot. No.
That then leads to the perception that you can control if you love someone.
I mean, yo, listen. I don't want to say you can control, but you can be mindful of who
you can be.
Right.
But the feeling itself,
right,
you don't have control of.
Right. But the thing is, do you love someone else more than you love yourself?
But you keep going to extremes. I feel like anytime something's brought up, it can't be, oh, let's go to a 5. You're like, it's either 0 or it's
10.
That's it. And what I'm saying is, okay, so with your wife, you can be grateful for her and feel lucky, but not only a condition of if she feels the same way. You can hope she does, but you can't control that.
All right, hold on. Let me read what East Coast Nipsey said, because he's making sense and he's not hollering out here in these streets today. So he says, my wife will be placed on a pedestal mainly because I obviously married her. Because she cannot be compared to others.
Yes.
And God has placed us together in each other's lives and made us cross paths for a reason.
Yes.
Let me say yes to that, right? I agree with you, Nipsey, right? And what you're saying as far as pedestal above other women, yes, that's right. But hold on. But in this situation, we're talking about lowering our standards and putting somebody on the pedestal because we lowered our standards. And that person should put us on the pedestal because they're below our normal standards.
That's not necessarily how I place it. Okay, so for the people coming in, the question was, have you ever lowered your standard, whether it's financial, physical, whatever, for someone, and then they played you anyway? Like, is there like an extra burn or a sting that you feel from that? And we were just like discussing, whether it's a financial thing for people, whether it's they look good, whether it's their body shape, whatever you're accustomed to, whether you want to put it on a scale of numbers or whatever of attractiveness or, financial. And then have you ever lowered it, maybe looking to not get played, and then you got played anyway? Right. Is there a difference in how that burn, affects you?
Right. And East Coast Nipsey, yeah, you're right about the pedestal, but you see, he's talking about outside of their relationship's pedestal. He's not talking about in his relationship pedestal. He's not saying in the relationship, I'm putting her in a pedestal above me.
But no, see that, and that's the assumption. I never said that she's on a pedestal above you. I'm just saying, I feel like once you have committed your life to another person, you should put them on a pedestal. Does that mean that they don't put you on a pedestal? No, that wasn't
right. So that's why I said it has to be mutual. That's
what I'm saying is, but then you also said, I didn't disagree with that, but then you also said, like, you wouldn't be grateful for her if she wasn't grateful for you. And I feel like if you're grateful for someone, it doesn't come with the condition that they also have to completely replicate what you're saying.
No, not replicate, because obviously I'm going to love and they're going to love, and our love is going to be matched, but it's going to be different because it's her love and my love, and we grew different. So yes, obviously. But if we're in a relationship together and we are together, it's both of us together, I don't care who she pulled, I don't care who she dated, I don't care about none of that stuff. We are equals in this. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like I lowered my standard from what I normally go, but our relationship level is, we look at each other as equals. I'm not going to look at you below me because you're not my...
I think you crossing two subjects.
Hold on. Let me get to it. I'm not gonna lower my standards because I feel that I'm not gonna put you beneath me as far as pedestal while in our relationship because you are lower than the standards that I'm normally. You know what I'm saying? Even if I go down to your standards, my standards is still here, but I'm lowering my standards to bring you with me. While you're with me, we are on equal standards, and you will be, yes, on a pedestal, like Nipsey said, above other women, above other people. You know what I'm saying? But in that same sense, that doesn't mean that person can't get played now.
Right. So what I'm saying is, I feel like you was mixing the two. The pedestal didn't have anything to do with lowering your standard. I think once you're in a relationship, you know, and you, like you said, get to the marriage part or whatever, I think that you should put your spouse on a pedestal. Point blank, period. When you say, oh, so everybody in a relationship, yeah, why not? Why you can't put the person on a pedestal? Hopefully they reciprocate that and they can give you the same thing.
They better if y'all in a relationship out there.
Right, you would hope so. The getting played had nothing to do with the pedestal part. That's what I'm trying to clear up. Like, it's not, you know, those two things connecting together. Right. I was just saying, like, once you're in a relationship, if you're in a relationship and it's committed long enough, I don't think you now look at it as, oh, I lowered my standard to be with this person, because now you kind of see them, like you said, as equals. I'm talking about just in the dating realm of things. And right. Then you know, you kind of said, okay, well, this person don't make as much as what I like. Well, this person right. Don't look as good as what I usually like.
Right.
Let me try this out, because like you said, I agree with that term, safe. You know, right. The nerd, the guy that, right. You know, is not in the club scene all the time. And
right.
Not out and about. And imagine a nerd play you. You'd be like,
y'all females would be like, I'm done with niggas. I'm done with you dudes. I be seeing the posts, y'all females out there. I be seeing y'all. I'm done with niggas. I'm done with y'all.
They fall in love with their son. Their son is the only man they need.
Niggas do no more. You messing with niggas no more. Like, all right, so what you about to do? You about to get the rose? Like, what you about to do?
Horrible.
Yeah,
wait. But I don't appreciate that Skill's been in this room so long and he ain't had one comment yet.
I mean, because he agreeing with what Uchoose is saying out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, in that situation, like I said, for dudes to feel a sting if we lower our standards, the only way we would feel that sting is if we cut off all of our other chicks for that one chick and then she played us.
But if you the one that got chose because you're below what she normally date, probably didn't have a lot of chicks to begin with. So who you was cutting off?
I mean, listen, if I was the one that was the standard that was lower to, right? And I'm usually the bad guy anyway, just so we know outside. I'm the bad guy, right? You know what I'm saying? And she knows her standard, and I'm still the bad guy. And he feels away, that's on her. Because
that's on her.
Yeah, it's on her because I'm still the bad guy. And she, regardless of what, she might think, oh, I don't pull chicks like her, but I probably pull chicks like her every other time. You know, it might not be as often, but
it's the assumption, right? It's the assumption,
It's every other time. So, like a dude would feel, listen, if I do it once, I could do it again. And my mantra from when I was a teenager and I was really in the dating game and I was really outside, my mantra was, there's always better. Okay, what nobody said. And I told the chick that, right? And she was like, so what that mean? There's better than you? I said, hell yeah, there's better than me. I'm probably the worst now. Like, the next nigga you date gonna be better than me. I'm horrible out here. You know what I'm saying? But there's always better. So when you feel that you met your best, when you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I bagged this, I can't believe I pulled this, guess what? It don't work. You gonna pull better, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever feel like, she lowered her standards to be with me. I'll never, bro. You'll always get another one. And the next one's going to be better.
That's not necessarily true. That is not necessarily true.
And if the next one ain't better, the next one after that going to be better. Don't worry. You're going to get there, though. There's too many fish in the sea to feel like this fish is the best fish in the sea.
Listen, Skills, you could have kept your little heart. That's what
don't be Nah, but yo, now has anybody though, for real, has anybody ever felt like you lowered your standards and either dumped all your dudes or your chicks, or you know, you made this person your priority and then found out that playing the lottery at that point? I mean, $1 and a dream, melanated. What you talking about now?
Listen. When you used to $5 and then you go to $1, all you got left is the damn dream.
I mean, hey.
Listen, they be feeling themselves. Oh Lord.
I mean,
their mama told them they cute. They running with it.
That face only a mama can love, but guess what? You loved them for a second. You loved them for a second, though. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't only mama. Nah.
Right. Somebody loved them, right? Exactly.
You know, but I mean, I'm not understand. Like I said, women mostly, like, I think women more feel that way because women more be like, the audacity, nigga. You know how many niggas is in my DMs? Do you know how many dick pics I get sent daily, bro? Do you know how many niggas I'm blocking for you, my nigga? Like, women feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And us dudes, we know it and we don't care because all women feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, all women is getting that attention. You know, all women, especially if you're on the internet thirst trapping, there's dick pics in your DM right now. Go check.
Unsolicited.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't asked for it, but we ain't asked for you to throw that ass up looking back at us either. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, an eye for an eye. What up? Yes. You know what I'm saying? If you out here thirst trapping niggas, expect that dick pic in your DM. And you know what I'm saying?
I think it's beyond that because, like you said, it's almost like an audacity thing. Like, if you with a bad chick, what is the need to find out if you can do it again? You already did it. Why you gotta do it again?
Listen, what up? Yeah, it ain't no what's the need. It is what it is. That's probably who the dude was before, and you just felt like, yo, you know, this is not what I'm used to. So for you,
after his ugly ass.
For you, it was you lowering your standards, but this dude is used to pulling chicks like that, so that's probably why it is. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes they can't handle it. It's like letting a wild animal out the cage. They don't know how to behave, so they just wild.
Listen, that's exactly what he looked like, a wild animal. So
you know what I'm saying? So you created this monster. Now he outside like, oh, I'm the shit. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Feeling himself.
Right. So you created this monster, and now he's out there acting like a monster. It's either you like, there's nothing you can do about it now. You just gotta live with it. You know what I'm saying?
But I know that burn be different. That burn be different.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I haven't experienced it. Like I said, the only time I've experienced something similar is like I cut off all my chicks for one chick, and then the one chick, as soon as you do it, and it's almost like clockwork. As soon as you do it, then here comes the fuckery, and you just like, damn, if I knew you was this kind of bitch, I would have just kept all my other bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the burn dudes feel. But I understand females feel like, I would have never talked to that nigga if he wasn't wearing that clothes that his other girl got him. Or he wasn't driving the car that his woman got for him. You know what I'm saying? I would have never talked to him. I can't believe it. And now it's this. Like, you know, I understand y'all burn.
How dare they?
But dudes don't feel that way because we know dudes is going to be hollering at you all day, left and right. Like, I've been with females where, like, we're walking down the street and literally dudes is in their car yelling out, like yo, fuck that nigga, yo, y'all walking, yo, come at me and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't even know if we walk into the car. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, if she felt like, oh, that's the situation, and then I did some dirt to her, because like I said, I'm usually the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? So if she felt like that, and she felt that, oh, you did me dirty, but you see niggas out there in the street, so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the dudes feel. So, you know, and most chicks that probably feel that way too. So, nigga, deal with it. You know, niggas is in my DM. You remember the chick that we had, I think it was like our third show or something like that. She was like, she had like 5 niggas starting lineup or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, she couldn't be on my lineup. So I was just like, how she got 5 niggas on her starting lineup? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not messing with you right now.
I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he said dead ass though. No respect towards women or men. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so when you lower your standards, regardless of what, you have to pay attention to all of the other things because it could happen, you know, and at the end of the day, if you lower your standards, you're lowering your standards to feel equal.
Who Melanae talking to?
Melanae, but you need a name on that. Nah, you gotta go back to the YouTube and find it, yo. I don't remember the name. I ain't even tried to. Yeah.
I remember the face.
I remember, yeah. I remember the hair now. Let me take a drink. Hold on.
Maybe you shouldn't take a drink. As a matter of fact, you are a mess right now.
No, I swear to you, I can't remember. I know it was like our third. It's probably our third.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know you remember.
I ain't messing with you right
yeah.
I appreciate all of our supporters.
Oh yeah, no, I love you all. Don't get it wrong. But that shit was hilarious because I was just saying, like you know, based on this topic, it's like, yo, like, you know. Yeah.
Anybody got any stories that they need to come on? I love when y'all actually come in and we talk and all that. Y'all need to come in. Listen.
But I know, but no, for real. Does anybody have a story where they felt like they lowered their standard and they found out they got played? And in that same sentence, right? Did you lower your standards and didn't realize your standards was lowered till you got played? Like, you know, sometimes people, like, they don't really realize that, oh, shoot, I lowered my standards until, oh, the shit went left. And now they're looking back like, shit, I really don't even fuck with this shit like that.
Exactly. It'd be an after point, like,
yeah. Oh, Nipsey will remember because Nipsey out here shooting in the gym.
He remembers. When he had a stable, I was like, yep, he remembers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She said she had to start at 5, and I was just, you know, no shade, but I was just like, you got one? Nah. I'm just saying.
This video is in archived, is it? It's not
good. It will be though.
Listen, I think somebody needs to call in. Come on, be brave, y'all. Come in. And I know a couple of y'all in here got stories, so
they don't want to share it because they know it might get seen, and the person will be like, "Yeah, that was me." They might be feeling themselves even more like, "Yeah, I pulled another one. I'm up."
Listen, I think the closest.
It's also windy.
I think the closest I ever came was someone that I dated that wasn't what society would call attractive, but I started getting a feeling like they thought I should be lucky to be with them. And I was like, have you seen you? You need to stop. Bring it down, brother.
All right, so let me ask you something, right? After it went left, did you let him know?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's something that women do. Like, women be y'all.
But I didn't start it. Once I saw it, because it wasn't necessarily like, oh, it was someone else in the picture and that's how I got played. I felt like I got played with the attitude, became very like diva-ish.
Right.
And I'm not accustomed to that from men.
Like, yo, like, behave yourself. You're with me.
That kind of like, you know, vibe, like, oh.
Like, you're in the presence of greatness. Feel lucky.
Listen, and that is where things started to go left. But I didn't initiate that conversation because, like you say, I'm the one that's the boo-boo the fool because, hello, I knew that you wasn't exactly my cup of tea, but personality, all this other stuff comes into play, you know.
Right.
Stuff. And then it wasn't until he started something, and then, listen.
It went all the way left.
Floodgates open.
Damn.
Because you got a lot of goddamn nerve. You should have left it with a fucking
should have left it alone. Now somebody's feelings hurt.
But I think it's because I kind of gave up. It was almost like, oh, this. And I was just like, okay.
So let me ask you something, right? In that situation, was you gassing up his head? Was you saying things like, yo, oh, you look handsome today. Oh, I like the way you wear that. Or was you saying that?
Listen, I'm not that good of a liar.
Okay.
But I would say, like, if you're wearing an outfit and it's complimentary and it looks nice, I'm like, oh, that is a nice outfit. Yeah, it looks good with those shoes or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm good with that, but I'm not, listen, I can't get struck down by lightning, so we're not going to go too far. We're not going to go too far with it. But I will be, I feel like as...
You're going to be like, oh, yeah, you looking fine. You ain't going to hit it with that? You ain't hit it with the... Oh, you... Ooh.
Never, ever.
Ooh,
never,
my baby.
Never.
Oh.
I don't even talk like that. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Oh,
but, man. Like I said, I kept it to myself because I was just like, oh, you played yourself. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like, you played yourself, and now he feeling like, oh, I bagged you. I could bag another and another and another. And
I mean, yeah, that's what swag feel like. Swag feel like, yo, what? Yo, I pull a dime, I pull a quarter next. What? I pull a quarter next, I pull a 50-cent piece. What? I pull a 50-cent piece, I pull $1. What? Holla at me, I got a Benji in my pocket, nigga. What? Like, that's how,
and now you walking around with a rusty ass nigga.
It's all good. Now I got a little copper penny, but I'm gonna hold this penny until I get my next dollar bill. You know,
penny with a hole in it too.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
who
listen.
She went to school with? You went to school with her?
Who's that?
East Coast Nipsey.
I remember I did lower my standards one time. She ended up having a baby while I was locked up. I mean, yo, bro, this is what I'm going to say about that. You was locked? She ain't have a baby on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You was locked. Nigga.
That don't count.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was outside and she did it, then I'd be like, oh, damn, son. You know?
I went to school with her. I don't know who you're talking about.
So hold on, East Coast, let me ask you something. Was you out here hugging up on her and, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you my baby, you my boo, holding hands while y'all walking and shit?
Be like, you go, girl.
You go, girl. They ain't fucking with you out here. She wearing that today? Oh, shit. Nah, they ain't messing with you. You got it. Fuck that. Yeah, that's my girl. Yeah.
Listen, I couldn't date somebody like you. If that's how you talk, I'll be like, if you don't fuck the fuck up.
What? Yo, you coming? I'm like, yo, damn, girl, yo, fuck, let's go, fuck going out, yo. Let's keep that shit on right here. Let's do this right now. Like, that's how I talk now. He said, loving up the whole 9. Damn, son. But I mean, the silver lining on your issue though is that you were locked up when the shit went left. So it's kind of like it ain't too like I know it stung because
out of sight, out of mind.
Right. I know it stung for you because that's what you were inside and you hoping shorty hold it down. But shit, I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, most chicks, even if they really love you, when you come home, they're gonna cut off most of their other niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I can't give it 100%. I trust no woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You're not helping the situation, right, guy?
Yeah. But most of the times, like I said, when you in, other nigga tapping that, other nigga buying her food and shit like that, other nigga taking her out. She ain't gonna tell you that.
That baby was a doozy, though. I ain't gonna
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the only reason she told you because she had the baby. If she didn't have the baby, maybe when you came home, it could have still happened. You know what I'm saying? But
you wouldn't have known nothing.
But I mean, you was bugging too for trying to hold down something like that when you was like.
And most niggas in jail trying to hold down like 4 shorties to see what the best situation is for them.
I mean, it's a numbers game. You know what I'm saying? 4 is a low number. You need more than 2 hands, fellas. You know what I'm saying?
You got all day, so you're right.
Mm-hmm. And make them all feel special too. You know what I'm saying? Put them all on pedestals.
They got a sale on them shits. Put them on.
Put them on. Put them to the highest. They all on the 10th floor, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to do it out here. Yeah, and listen, if you the guy that's under the standards, kind of like me, because I'm under all female standards, just so y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it outside. I'm under your standards.
Why do you say that?
I ain't going to get into it. You got to get to know me to get into it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how we give it.
Everybody in here. Let's go.
Nah, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you doing that, and then the dude under your standards is a villain, I'm usually the villain too. Let me just let y'all know that as well. And the dude is a villain. Hey, deal with it. Move on. Try to find your knight in shining armor.
That's his niche. Exactly. That's his angle. That's his angle.
Wait, what's my angle? That I'm the villain? No.
I'm the villain. I'm the one you have to lower your standards to be with. I know you like guys who are flashy. I would never treat you like that, queen.
Yeah, well, listen, I ain't saying that outside. I ain't saying that behind closed doors. I'm keeping it 100. Like, women love me because of how I am. That's one thing. I'm fun, I'm live, and I am the itch. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when they lower their standards to deal with me, it's all good because I reach that standards anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a give and take. It's a push and pull. That's all about life. You know what I'm saying? You choose. You know?
Like a damn used car salesman.
No, for real though, you know, like I said, the only thing that I could really say, to feel in this topic, to feel like, yo, lower my standards. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a lowered standard. I would more say it's I cut off all of my other side joints, believing that this was something real. I cut off all my side joints, saying, "I bet I'm gonna just focus on this one." And then as soon as I did it, it was like, damn, I need my side bitches because this ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I fucked up. And then it's like, now you got to get a whole bunch of new side bitches because the way you fucked up your old side bitches, you fucked it up. You can't go back to the old one. You made it clear, like, yo, it's not happening. It's not you. It's me. Move on, you know? So then now how you going to save face? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So then how you going to save face and come back and be like, yo, I made a mistake. Nah, you can't do it. Now you really... you know, so it's like I'm
just trying to think. If a nigga told me, yeah, it's not me, it's you, and I'm like, oh shit, that's hurtful, and then the nigga come back like, I made a mistake.
I made a mistake. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking earlier. I was
dehydrated.
You know, yeah, I couldn't. You know, I couldn't do that. So I felt the sting of that. I felt the sting, like, yo, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of them was like, yo, like, nah. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it was temporary. I'm back now, baby. You know, like, you know. I couldn't do it. You know, like, yeah, April Fool's or something like that, but it's May. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, listen, I thought, my bad. I fucked up. I was high. You know what I'm saying? But
I was wrong.
You know, like, that's the only time I really felt those things, you know, like, because it's like, you thought somebody was like, you know, and that's really the sting. The real sting of it all is, I thought you was this, and I found out you was that. You caught me.
Listen,
off guard.
Especially like you said, once you start looking at them like, oh, you're not like the others, and then a person move like the others, I agree with that. Because then it doesn't matter how attractive they are or aren't. That sting is a sting.
It's the sting. It's the sting of it, of like, yo, I thought you was this, and now you're that. Holy shit. You know, exactly. And maybe you're right. Maybe you are right, because we are humans, and it might sting worse if it's somebody where you feel like, I wouldn't have done that for, or I wasn't even planning on doing that.
Like, especially like, let's say it's somebody you were taking seriously,
right? And
then you're like, oh, as time goes on, y'all spending more time. You're like, maybe I could see myself with them. And then, like you said, as soon as you go left, they go right. And you're like, what the?
You're like, yo, bro, why you didn't do this yesterday? You know,
right, before I call them. And
before I cut them all off, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I think, like I said, as humans, maybe it might sting more because after the after effect of it all, like, yo, I wasn't even planning on going there with you. Like, in my situation, that's really what it was. Like, I wasn't planning on going there with that person. I wasn't planning on being serious
the
with that person.
Longevity of it.
Right, but because
see,
of
my thing was the same way. Like, I wasn't thinking longevity. It was just like, oh, this is good for right now.
Right now, right.
Entertained. I'm having a good time.
Right.
And then the shift in the attitude, which, like you said, may have been there before, and they don't show you that. You know, the representatives always show up first. Mm-hmm. But once I got a taste of that, I was very much like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. And I think sometimes guys can't take the nonchalance. But
guys, the women can't take the nonchalant.
But I mean, guys are accustomed to getting the emotional reaction and the how could you, how dare you, you this and that. And I was just like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. No more communication. Like, I never attempted to communicate. And then I get a message and I'm like, why are you coming at me? I didn't do nothing to you. You're the one who tried to play me like I was, the bottom of the barrel for you. Right. So
Melanie said, nah, men can't take it. Yo.
True, because y'all are used to the overly emotional. I'm telling you, act like when you and women broke up. Who was the overly emotional one?
Shit. I wouldn't know because after we break, I don't speak to them. I have no idea.
But that's what I'm saying. It was almost like okay. And
well, you know what? Let me tell you. I'm going to be honest. In my situations, I'm usually the bad guy. So it's usually I'm at the point where I need them to break up with me. So I like being the one that gets broken up on. Break up with me. I don't think I've ever, let me look back. Damn. Well, yeah, I have a few. I had to. There's no choice because if I didn't, they wouldn't have. But outside of that, I'm usually the one who lets them break up. But like I said, it's me. It's not you. It's me. That's always it. So when you come at them with the it's me, it's not you. They can't be mad about anything because they know it's not them. They feel comfortable moving on. I usually don't ever get the drama. I don't get the reactions, I guess, that most people get. Dudes, if I'm talking to a chick and she's like, oh, all right, cool, then I'll be like, shit, she must have been fucking niggas the whole time, so easier for me.
It was, you know what, I'm going to be honest. I think, like I said, my reaction was more like, nigga, you wasn't popping like that.
All right, hold on, wait.
Popping like that anyway.
All right, so let me ask you something now, right? Mm-hmm. And this is for the ladies in this room as well. If he was banging you out and making you happy on that level, and then he act like that,
I don't think
will you still be nonchalant about it.
But I don't think, I've never been dickmatized, so I think that's different for me. Like, I feel like you can have great sex, but that's not gonna ever be enough for me to be like, oh, I'm gonna look over all the dumb shit you do and just accept it because it come with good dick. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I've just never had any that good that it's fucking made me go Looney Tunes. I don't feel like that.
I'm gonna put a pin on that now.
I just feel like I'm just not one of those people that sex alone is going to do it for me. That's just me, period.
Right. But no, I understand that, but it's not the sex alone. He got the swag and all of that too. He's just not the handsome looking nigga that you used to. But you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, he got the swag, he got the charisma, and he go to work. You know what I'm saying? And he satisfies you probably like you've never been satisfied before. Yeah, but are y'all still being nonchalant?
But am I satisfied if the attitude you give me is I'm supposed to be more grateful to be with you, like you're kind of doing me a favor? And I was just like, that's not how this works. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this works. I've been with attractive guys who still made me feel like I was on a pedestal. Right. I can deal with that. But what you're not going to do is act like I'm supposed to put you on a higher thing. But that comes back to what we were saying about the the pedestal. If I'm putting you on one, you putting me on one. Right. But you want me to just put you on one, and I'm kind of not getting that reciprocation. Right. So when you start acting in a way that's not interested to me, and it's no longer interesting to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good, and your reaction is almost like, okay, I'm good, And then I don't react like, wait, why are you good? Why are you cold? That's just not my style. I'm very, I guess, even tone with stuff like that. Hey, it ain't meant to be because it wouldn't be this hard. You know what I'm saying? And I left the situation alone. I think, like somebody said earlier in the comments, men can't handle it sometimes because they're looking for you to kind of give this reaction where they feel justified blocking you on social media or showing their friends, look at this bitch, this crazy bitch wrote me 500 paragraphs, and you getting none of that from me. And then I think he felt some kind of way because he wasn't getting that from me. And I'm just like, ain't nothing I can do about that.
Melanator said that's her party trick. That's her favorite party trick, being nonchalant. All right, cool. All right, deuces, my nigga. What? You won. 100.
I also do feel, though, that the person not being that attractive, not that financially sound, didn't hurt. Like,
right. It's like, yo, what?
Hurt.
I'm not gonna, what? I'm not winning or losing anything, bro. Deuces.
Exactly.
Hey, like what? What? I'm saying, like,
I'm driving and you got a Metro card. I'm not.
Yeah, like, what, bro? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Right.
Call Uber, B. Go call Uber, B.
How will I ever get over this?
Yeah, nah, I understand that. I understand. Me, like I said, shit, when it's over, I don't give two shits. Like the next minute. Like, you know, like I really don't care. So, like, I care when we're together, but if it's over, then shit. Like, I don't care. I'm not the dude. I'm not the dude who pines over exes, whether they broke up with me or whether it's me and not them. You know what I'm saying? Whichever way, I'm not the dude to be like, oh, I need you in my life. Like, you heard me say it. Like, what? Next. My mantra from I was a young teen. When I say young teen, I'm talking about 12, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My mantra was, there'll always be better. Like, in my life, I messed with a lot of good girls. I want to say this. Like, they were good girls. A lot of dudes would be lucky to have females like that. I've been used to this. I'm spoiled to it. I find good girls. Good girls find me. This is just what it's been. So if I lose a good girl, and she's going to be like, nigga, you'll never, yes, I will. Nigga, you'll never, yes, I will. What you talking about? This is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
I can't take East Coast Nipsey right now.
Yeah, we were just sharing one scooter a week ago. You know what I'm saying? Now it's done. You know, yeah, it's all good though. Guess what? I'm gonna be on my one scooter, deuces.
I feel like I kind of have a story that most guys have, where I feel like I earned these stripes of being nonchalant from a failed relationship. My first relationship, it went left, and it left me. We were in a bad place. It left me shell shocked. Like, what just happened? You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like maybe until this relationship that I ever kind of like fully
gave yourself.
If we broke up, I would be heartbroken.
Right.
And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like
a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. And even when I had breakups, I remember a friend of mine, I'll never forget it. Her and her significant other broke up, and she took 2 days off of work. And I was like, you know, you good? You want me to come over? And she was just like, oh, she was taking a shower and she broke down in the shower, like collapsed on the floor of the shower. I didn't know how to be supportive because I was like, oh, what? You did what? I've never taken off work or collapsed in a shower. I don't feel like I've even had like a breakdown after a breakup.
Right. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say this, and all right, I'm going to say this. You're a Leo, you know, and my sister's a Leo. A lot of Leos are like that. Like a lot. I don't want to make it sound like a zodiac thing.
I think it might be, though.
But a lot of Leos are like that. A lot of Leos, they'll be like, why? What for what? Why would I do that? Why would I put that on myself? Like a lot of Leo, but they got cancers that are hyper emotional. Yeah. You know, they got some Pisces and and some like Geminis, but Geminis they flip coins. But a lot of them, you know, like their emotions are extreme.
Cancers and Pisces, I can attest to.
You know,
I've definitely seen that.
Yeah, their emotions are extreme. There's no middle ground, like you said. There's no 0 or 5. It's
right,
0
right.
or 10,000. Like you know what I'm saying? So when they're on that 10,000, it's unbearable for them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I understand that, but like you said, I'm similar in the same way where I would be like what? Like me, I talk to my friends. I hit them with a lot of realism. Like I tell them, you know, like I had a friend. He was like, there's a girl he's dating. He wanted to get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't because he loved her. So he was weak to her. Yeah, like she bad for him. It's toxic. It's a toxic relationship. So he knows he needs to get away, but he can't because he loves her. And he don't want to hurt her because he knows leaving her is not only hurting him, but it's hurting her too. So he couldn't do it, right? So I hit him with yo, bro, remember your girl from blah, blah, blah years ago? What's she doing right now? He goes, I don't know. I said, well, who's she talking to right now? He goes, I don't know. I said, erase her, lose her number. I guess you won't know what this one is doing in a couple of years.
Right.
Let her go. Move on. You know what I'm saying? There will be better. There will be someone else. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just me.
I feel like that first relationship broke my heart. I feel like this relationship will break my heart. I haven't had the heartbreak in the middle. I've had disappointments.
Right.
But again, it's one of those things where it's like, once it's in my mind, this is a wrap.
My heart got broke about 4 times.
I don't go
I'm
back.
lying. 2 times.
You know how everybody be like, oh, they go back to exes? I don't go back to exes. I've only ever done that once in my life. And of course, it was the first one because you're young, and stupid, you don't know no better. You feel like, oh, they made a mistake or whatever. And I felt like it took a long time to understand that because, you know, when you go separate ways, y'all don't have, you know, the conversations that y'all need to have. Years later, we had that conversation, and I never understood. Like, I want to say I got dumped. I guess you could use that.
Right.
I feel like I got dumped, and I didn't know why.
Fire said I shed a fourth of a tear, but break down, never. East Coast Nipsey said, that was my 1/4. Oh, hilarious. You guys are too much. No, no, but yeah, no, I understand. Yes, my first real relationship that broke my heart, and it wasn't because of cheating or anything like that.
Right, I wasn't cheating either.
Yeah, our relationship went left. It did break my heart. But that caused me to go into a dating frenzy that helped me, you know,
overcome.
Yes, not only overcome, but it helped me learn.
Yeah.
You know, it helped me learn not only relationships, but learn myself.
Yeah, it helped. You know? I could say it helped me adjust, but I've been misunderstood in the fact of saying, well, you know, I think guys want you to be at that level where you'd break down if you weren't with them. And I never gave that impression. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think sometimes that affects a guy's ego. Like, oh, I mean, you don't care. No, I absolutely care. But if I could get over that first one.
Facts. And that's how I felt. I felt like once me and my first child mother broke up, I felt like there's no woman that I can't break up with. Like, there's no woman that I can't, because
if I could let go of that relationship,
you know what I'm saying? Because that was like the childhood sweetheart. That was like back then. If you saw me, you probably saw me with her. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was my thing. That was like my first boyfriend.
Right.
It lasted a really long time.
A long time.
Nobody could have predicted that it wouldn't have led. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It would have went left. Wow. Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I understand. Women, how they feel about that thing. But men, most of us, shit. Whether you nonchalant or not, I think we be fronting too. I think, like, when you nonchalant, we might act like we care, but I think a lot of dudes, they just put on the act because they know that's what women want, and just in case, they leave a door open. Because like a lot, like one of my dudes who I worked with, and it was a dude that I worked with that I was talking about with that story. He didn't want to break up with shorty. He don't like to break up with none of his shorties because he likes to leave that door for later on. Right. You know, like that just in case.
Then he's not the bad guy. So
right.
she decides to leave him. The door's kind of still cracked because then he could come back like, I didn't break up with you.
You broke up with me. Right.
I wanted us to go this way. Blah,
right.
Blah. All that bullshit. We know.
Right. You know, so there's a lot of dudes that do that as well, especially once you figure them out and you realize they're a villain like me. You know what I'm saying? you realize they're the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, no, look, I am a bad guy, but please don't go. Please stay. You know, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe I can get better. Help
you know?
Who's cold as ice, Fire?
She talking her Nipsey over here having their little words.
Listen, you never miss the water until the well runs dry.
Melanated said, nah, big man don't cry. Nah, Melanated, big man cry. We cry. We care. We care. Like me, I ain't gonna lie. I'm the person, you think I don't care, but I do care. Like, I'm not the guy that's gonna be like,
I don't get that from you.
But I do care. She said, I don't get that from me.
I don't get that.
Nah, I care. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm real. So if somebody be like, yo, it's not working, I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, please, no, tell me why. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really laid back. Sometimes I'm too laid back in relationships, so they feel like I don't care.
It feels like you don't care, right?
Right, because I'm too laid back. Like if I'm walking with a chick and a dude say some shit, I'm not gonna react all crazy like ha ha, because at the end of the day, words shit, nigga. As long as you ain't touching, then we have nothing. As long as you're not invading personal space, then we have nothing. But there's some females that you're walking past a bunch of niggas and a dude say something, and she'll want you to react. You know what I'm saying? Or she'll want to say something back like ha ha ha. And I'm like, yo, you don't have to do that. Ignore them. Keep it moving. That's what they want.
That's a maturity thing.
Right. They want you to feed into it. And you know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, what, you scared? I'm like, oh, that has nothing to do with being scared. That has to do with
smart.
Pointless.
Like, I want to get home.
Like, this is pointless. Like, that doesn't make sense. What am I proving? My love for you by going back there and saying something? That's not proving shit. Yo, what up, Harlem? What it do, B? You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't proving shit. So, Harlem, the topic tonight, melanated, and for everybody who got in here a little bit late, the topic tonight is...
Here. Don't be trying.
I'm just saying, for anybody who got in here late, you know. But the topic tonight is, if you ever lowered your standards to mess with somebody or to be in a relationship with somebody and then got played, did it sting worse than if somebody, you know what I'm saying, who was on a level, who was above your standards played you? Does that sting worse if you lowered your standards? You know, how you feel about that? Have you ever lowered your standard and then you found out she wasn't the one and you was like, damn, I was trying to wife you, boo. I was trying to make you the one. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't normally make someone like you the one, but shit, I was trying to make it you, boo. I was trying to be exclusive and let them know, like, yo, you can pull a fine dude. You know, yo, you should have been happy to be with a nigga like me. What you mean? The other nigga look like me too now.
Listen, the worst.
You upgraded for me. What you talking about? I wasn't upgrade.
The worst is when they act like, oh yeah, I've been with pretty girls before, and then you see they exit, you be like, what?
Right. You see, all right, so Harlem said, this is the Harlem though. He said, I have a type, got played, but I more so played myself for ignoring the signs. Exactly. And that's what we said. And that's what we normally do.
That's what we said.
We normally ignore those signs, knowing that even though that's not the type that you go for, it's normally not your type, but you still ignore the signs of what they were outside of just not being your type.
Right.
Them being not your type created the atmosphere of fantasy. Like, all right, so they're not my type. That means they have to be different from what I was used to. You know?
Right.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying, Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, melanated. It's the same feeling when the ugly nigga in the crew try to talk to you. You be like, God damn.
I mean, yo, so what? Take his number and then say, yo, I really want to holler at your man.
Damn.
You see? All right, so dudes wouldn't feel away, right? But chicks would feel away. Like, chicks would feel away if the ugly dude tries to come up to them and they're with their crew. Why?
Because he ugly.
So what? Yeah.
So what?
So what? That means why he came up to you? Why you can't, you know what I'm saying, show him the kindness and give him a fake number? No.
I'm always, right. I'm always kind because what I've learned through the many, many years of being, you know, outside is that don't be the niggas that got the money and go buy you and your girls drinks. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Go.
That's what it should be, but that's usually what it is. You know why? Because he know he the ugly nigga in the crew. And he got to come with something better than just his looks.
Damn. Melanie, like I see the good looking one over there. Why did you feel like you could or should approach me? Damn. That's probably the one that'll treat you the best. Word. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't ugly. He just ain't in favor of anybody.
No, see, when you say it's definitely not all about looks, I feel like there's this disillusion that the first thing you notice about someone is their high qualities. No, it ain't.
No, it's their looks.
It's their looks.
And
so if you don't know nothing about him and he walks his ugly ass over there, the first thing you're going to notice is his face, if it's attractive or not, how he looks, his body type, and what he's wearing. That's all you're going to know. You're not going to know what he sound like, what he got in his pocket, what he think, because guys will try to look like they have a lot of money too, so you don't know that part either.
Right.
All you know is what you look like.
What you see.
So if I say you the unattractive one in the group, every group got one. It might be you if you don't.
It's me. It's usually me. My friends are all better looking at me. Holla at all my people.
But what I'm saying is that ultimately doesn't determine whether or not he got swag and, you know, all these other attributes that you still might find attractive. But let's call a thing a thing. If he comes over and he got freaking Denzel and Jesse Williams over there, and he come over looking like Forrest Whitaker, you're gonna say, well, what the fuck? What the hell? Denzel ain't walking. Why the fuck?
Denzel married. This is the single guy in the crew. You looking at the taken guys. I'm the single guy in the crew. I'm coming through. What up?
So he coming over to represent, and you know, a woman is going to look. It might be an ego thing. You're gonna look like.
That's an old school trick, East Coast. That's an old school trick. Don't blow it up. He said, "Well, I used to do the same thing. I holler at Precious in the club, and I'll mess with every bad girl ego. Always work. Yeah. That's an old school move. Chill, East Coast. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
The old school move is to go with the girl in the middle.
The old school move is you go with the girl who the girls be like, yo, what? This nigga here wildin'. How the nigga ain't choose me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So then when I come around later and be like, oh, nah, I fucks with everybody. You know what I'm saying? She be like, oh, yes, finally. I knew I was going to get a turn.
How old are you if you fall for that bullshit?
Oh, man. Yo, we ain't going to go by your standards, Ink. Word.
First of all, I don't like how you said that. I'm being real.
Yeah, what up, Lala?
Real.
I hear you. I hear you, yo. You know what I'm saying? So the topic tonight, Lala. Oh, you might have a story for this, Lala. So the topic tonight, we're talking about, have you ever lowered your standards to mess with somebody, to date somebody, and then they play you like, yo, you should have been lucky to be with them. You know what I'm saying?
It was the good looking one.
Yeah, like, yo, it was them. You should have been happy to be on their shoulder. Like, what you talking about? I pulled dollars all day. You were 10. I pulled dollars. You were 10. What? You know what I'm saying? But you like, my nigga, use a 2. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I agree with Harlem. See, Harlem hit, man. That's the real right there.
All right, Harlem says the thing is to engage all and see which one shows the most interest. Yo, I was having this talk the other day, and I was telling him, I was like, shit, in the party, I would be the dude. Like me and my crew, we would try to dance with every girl crew in the party. Like that was our shit. We're gonna go through the whole entire party and try to dance with every single girl crew in the party, so no one feels left out.
But you can't be. Yeah, you have to be non-committing. You can't come over there and make it very obvious you're trying to talk to this one. One. The ugly girls are gonna cock block. Then I'm like, now she got a man at home. The other girls who might have given you a chance already see that you're interested in this one. They're no longer interested because even if you don't hit it off with that friend, there's kind of like a girl code where the nigga.
Nah, he went for her first. I can't be the sloppy second.
Exactly. So I definitely found a guy or two attractive who's come over and kind of engaged with everyone, because now it's kind of like, well, he's up for grabs, whoever want him and whoever.
Which one of y'all trying to leave with me today?
And nigga in the middle looking.
Which one of y'all trying to slide to the dance floor and then slide?
But I find that very attractive. I like people who are like people, so they can come in and kind of talk to everyone. And
that's usually why I win, fellas. Y'all hear what she like? That's usually me. I'm usually that guy now.
that guy, I feel like he has a better chance. You know what I'm saying? Just because women will find that very attractive.
Charisma goes a long way.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we're going to have a show about dating today and the madness that goes on in the world of dating. We're definitely going to talk about that because that is something that me and my sons be having conversations about. And
oh, Lord.
yeah. Yeah, no. Like,
I can't wait to get the advice you're trying to give.
This good. What? Yo, listen, I give great advice. Yo, his story popping. Y'all feels me out here. His stories with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Y'all with it too. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, Ink. Whatever. Whatever. No, but yeah, like I said, when it comes to lowering your standards, I think that's still all about you in a sense. You lowering your standards is still you trying to find something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And to feel a certain sting or to feel more sting because this person turned out to be the same thing that you've always attracted or the same thing, that you still and all have to find a way to look in yourself still. That means you yourself still have work to do within yourself because even though you went for something that you thought wasn't your type and you thought wasn't the same, it was still the same. So that means
it ended up being the same.
Right. So that means it was still the same.
People start self-reflecting, like, is it me?
Right, it is you.
It's not.
No, it is you.
It ain't you.
It is you.
It's them. They got comfortable.
First topic on today's pedestal. Not on my pedestal. No.
Exactly, East Coast. That's exactly right. He said not my pedestal. I'm telling you. Nah, that's why you shouldn't even lower your standards. Get with what you're comfortable with, and eventually it'll come to you.
Facts. Go with, if you know this is what you want, and if you know this is what you like, go for what you want and always go for what you like. Don't say, oh, I'm not going to go for what I like because what I like. No. Go for what you like and eventually you're going to get to, you're going to get to it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to learn your lessons. You know what I'm saying? Before you get to that one that, you know what I'm saying?
He hit one on the nail. You know, it's people out there that date down to feel up. I think that is like the number one reason a lot of people do it. So then they can throw it in your face if you ever try to play them. Like, you met me, and all that. And I don't think that's a good reason. But I do feel like sometimes people date down to be in a safe space, especially after they've been hurt numerous times. And they're like, okay, what I'm doing is not working. Let me switch it up. It's always even though in the rom-coms, it's always like the supermodel girl, and then she finds the geek guy, and that's like, oh, I never thought about dating a geek before, and now he's so sensitive and so intuitive, and all these things that they kind of feed you. So you think in your mind, okay, well, if I get with a guy who's maybe not as attractive, he'll be so appreciative to be with me. You know what I'm saying? And you hype yourself up, and not realizing these are movies and just fantasies, and
right.
people are people. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna do bullshit to you, they're gonna do bullshit to you no matter what they look like. Ugly people, beautiful people, rich people, poor people, they get played all the time. It happens all the time. You know who don't get played? My 600-pound life. Them motherfuckers always have a husband who willing to wash inside the crack.
Yeah, because that nigga gotta work. The hell, when he got time? When the fuck this nigga got 600 pounds he dealing with at home?
Always white. They always got a husband and they go lifting everything.
Yeah, he gotta work. He ain't got no time for nobody else. What he gonna do? He gonna be like, yo, hold on, wait. I'm coming right now to wipe your underarm, but I gotta go call. Gotta make this phone call. He ain't got no time. I'm gonna be in the club. I'm gonna be in the club. You know what I'm saying?
6 eggs and a pack of bacon.
Yeah, nigga, what? Nigga on a 24-hour shift. You know what I'm saying? Melody said, I'm trying to get my weight up right now.
That man don't never leave. He's faithful. Whatever you need done, he gonna do it. To the
Listen, that's just what the camera show. My dude be in the bar messing with the trailer hose. Fuck that. Nah. I ain't.
He got 4 good teeth.
Nah, he got the girls with no teeth in the back of the bar hollering at him all day like, yo, I know your wife can't catch you. She ain't out here. She ain't leaving the house. Nah.
She can't follow you.
She can't follow you. She ain't leaving the house. You good. We good out here.
Oh, man.
Melody said.
Melody just went all wrong.
She has so many crevices. It's probably feel like a different hole each. I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? You freak nasty out here now. And she said she would have leave if he wouldn't get her food. I'm like, where her confidence was on $1 million. Her confidence was on $1 million. Like, yo, nigga,
let me tell you,
I leave if you don't feed me, nigga. What?
Let me tell you, those women got all the confidence, and you know who don't have that self-confidence? All them top models, all the Instagram
all the ones that's fixing up their body, and you know what I'm saying? They don't have the confidence that wears a ton of makeups and has no pictures without filters.
And
Miss Robia.
They can't deal. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, nah, facts. I agree.
That's definitely one of those things that's just in you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta think. I always say, maybe my mother gave me too much self-confidence, but I ain't about to let you play me. I'm sorry.
Shit, like I always go back to my mantra, yo. That's been my mantra. When I first started dating, I seen other people dating, right? And like I said, I was a kid. I was elementary school, and I seen a lot of dudes and a lot of chicks cry over their little boyfriend relationships and shit like that. So I was just like, yo, why would I do that? And then the next time they messing with a different girl and things like that. So I always said, it's always better, yo. Listen, you lose one, you're gonna find something better. And if the next one is not better than the last, guess what? The next one after that will. And keep going until you feel you found your better. You know what I'm saying? Or you found your equal, whichever one.
Right.
Because your equal will be the better, regardless of what everybody else thinks. You gotta remember, your next better doesn't necessarily mean she looks better than your last girl. Doesn't necessarily mean she has more money than the last person or take care of you better than. It means that both of y'all are working together better than whatever it was you was in before. That's your next better. You know what I'm saying? And there's always a next better. Because if this one ain't work, believe the next one's gonna work.
Downgrade? Melanated, didn't he tell you he was the downgrade? Don't be trying to call him.
Yeah. Harlan said, yeah, I used to run a room on a tiny chat.
What is the tiny
and
chat?
some of the most beautiful women on there were insecure. That's a fact. What's elementary at 12? No, really? Dead ass? Yo, are you serious? That's where we going? I said my first relationship was at 12. I'm talking about when the first time I started experiencing dating. You dead ass? Yo, Melody, stop your bullshit, yo. The hell? I graduated early. Yo, get out of here.
Remember, he said he was a downgrade, so, you know, he ain't too great.
Yo, you crazy? Yo, listen. I was in the West Module 1, yo. I was in the West Module. Yo, if y'all know 390, you know the one class was the smart class. Don't get it twisted out here. Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord, I need Harlem Hitman to explain the homosexual.
Yeah. Oh no, I can explain that for you. That's simple. That's the nigga trying to find a place to live. So he definitely gonna put you on a pedestal. I need the keys to your apartment. So one,
surfing.
He gonna try to bang the back of your box out. You know what I'm saying? That's one. And two, he gonna make sure you know you the best thing on the planet. Cause I need keys to that apartment.
What if he plays you? Oh my God.
I mean, listen, he is playing you now.
But I mean, like, that's different because I feel like as much as women may not agree, I feel like there's a certain level of exchange of services when it comes to stuff like that, because there's a lot of things she don't have to worry about if you got a homosexual, because there's no, he cooking, he cleaning up, he making sure your car got gas and all these other weird, things that now
he probably cook. He probably clean the crib.
Right. So it's like, there's an exchange. Y'all know y'all roles. If he plays you, though, it's like,
if you come home and find the next chick, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, in your crib, with your keys, does it stink? No.
Right. Have that stink go if I can put you in the hospital. Oh, my God.
Brother, Harlem said we call them baggy ass niggas. Lala said we call them fuck boys.
Yeah.
East Coast said most supermodel types be getting compliments all their life. So in today's world, they live off of likes, and if it don't measure up, it messes with their egos. A lot of females are crushed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, in a certain sense, I mean, that's social media. It changed a lot of the narratives of how relationship interaction goes. It changed a lot of narratives of how people feel too. Of the lowering their standards, because especially if they doing TikTok videos of the nigga that they felt that they lowered their standards, and then next week this nigga doing TikTok videos of the next chick who they feel is below their standards. They feel like it messes with their ego. So social media, it plays on a lot of the younger generation egos. Yeah, there's a lot of like, we grew up like, if you don't like me, I don't like you, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's how we grew up. You know what I'm saying? But they grew up, no, everybody needs to like me. I need everybody to like me. I need the love from everybody. That's how a lot of them are growing up nowadays. And, social media causes this thing. Oh, my homegirl, she's always going out to dinner. You see all of her posts, like, she got to post to this food and post at this restaurant, post at this restaurant. My man takes me nowhere. I'm in a fucked up relationship. Right. You know what I'm saying? But this dude probably treats you like gold. Yeah, he not taking you out on dates every week or every other night and shit like that. But he cooking for you. He keeping your place clean. You feeling that you're not living up to this next person that's probably fronting, paying. She probably going out on these dates and paying for them dinners herself and telling you, nah, this nigga paying for me because she doing it for clout. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people try to live off the next person's relationship in social media. So social media does.
Goals. Yeah, I don't like that. That whole goals, and then when you hear, we have collectively agreed to go our separate ways and blah blah blah, you're like, wait a minute,
that making good.
Y'all had matching outfits and everybody wanted to be like y'all, and listen, it's all
right, like making good. People talking about relationship goals and shit like that. Yeah, relationship goals,
and it be other people.
They not even together. So why is other people your relationship goals? Why is they're doing your goals? Have your own goals, and if their goals match your goals, cool. But if like, just because that's their goals or that's what they're doing, that shouldn't be your goals to be someone else.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? People need to stop comparing themselves to what they see.
Yeah, can't get caught up in the smiling pictures because you don't know.
Caught up in the rapture. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely though. Like I said in the beginning, before this whole conversation started, if I'm dating you, don't feel like I lowered my standards, because I don't lower my standards to date no female. I might lower my standards to hit your box. That's something different. But I ain't lowering my standards to be in a relationship.
It might start off like that. It might not end like that.
Listen, I ain't lowering my standards to be in no relationship with nobody. You know what I'm saying? If you're not meeting certain criteria in a relationship that I require, we will not be in a relationship. So even though I lowered my standards to hit your box, I'll be hitting your box. But if you don't meet those criteria, we will not be getting further than me hitting your box. And remember, Ray, when you say, yo, nigga, what's this? And I'm like, this is what it is. Well, we can't. I'm going to say, deuces. There's always better. I don't care what you got. I don't care what you've been doing for me. I don't care how you've been treating me. I don't care if your box is golden too. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass. I'm gonna find a platinum box, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna find what's this shit that Wolverine had? I'm gonna find the adamantium box. I'm gonna find boxes better than yours regardless. I'm gonna find the God box. However you want to put it, it's gonna be better next. You know what I'm saying? My next is gonna be better, and the next after that is still gonna be better. I'm gonna find better.
I think that mindset has caused a lot of people to pass up blessings. I feel like maybe women experience this more, but I definitely feel like women have lowered their standards just to play safe. I think majority of the time, or to be in a place of being the advantage, the one that has the advantage point. I will admit that, but I do also feel like there is a deeper sting when you do that if you turn around and still get played the same way. Yeah. So you should go into things, I think, with the good intentions. And then if things go left, they went left. But if you go in there with a certain agenda and it goes left, I think that's where some of the sting maybe hurts a little bit more, because you're thinking, oh, it's going to be safe. This nigga too ugly to not appreciate me. So.
Yeah, right.
And he don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And he don't feel like that.
Right.
You get your feelings hurt.
Right. Nah,
and it's worse to get your feelings hurt from, you know, the nigga in special ed than the nigga who's in the West module. You know what I mean? Like, just.
Yo, is that a shot? Because I felt like I got hit in the shoulder just now. Like, yo, hold on. Are we shooting bullets out here? Do I need to duck behind a car or something? Let's go.
West module is good. It's great.
Why? Because you was in the north? Because you was in the north, you got something to say to me? What's going on here? Because, yeah, I feel like a shot is being fired. Yeah.
Listen. What was the worst one? East?
Yeah, East was the worst. No, well, S was actually the worst. S was special ed. Yeah. They was the ones that stayed in one class. But it was north, west, and then east. You know, that's how.
The South module wasn't even a real module.
It wasn't a real module.
Imagine the South module. Somebody in the South module pray you. Oh,
right.
No.
Yeah, listen, if you didn't even see South module at lunchtime. That's to tell you.
Anything.
You didn't see. You only saw them if you were somebody who walked through the halls, like me.
Yes.
You know, if you were someone like me who was in the halls all the time, then you saw the South module because you messed with the teacher or some shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. No, yeah.
They have no idea what we're talking about.
Nah, they don't. It's inside joke, but it's all good.
Junior high days.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, once you do that, I feel like that's when people start to feel played. And the sting is harsher. Yeah. It's a definite harsher sting to get it from there. So that's my take on it.
Right. So, all right. So I guess what we're closing? Or?
Listen, East Coast Nipsey, you need to.
All the time I thought y'all was talking about Rikers with the mods. My bad.
I don't know enough about Rikers to be talking about that. So if they had, listen, they say the school system like the jail system. So
nah, he's talking about the cell blocks. That's what he's talking about. I understand.
Lord.
He's funny. No, but all right. So her story, you know, go ahead, close it up for them. Real quick.
That was my wrap up.
Okay, quick. And his story feels like this. When it comes to lowering our standards, most dudes, we really don't feel the sting unless we was cutting off all of our side joints for that one, and then it went left. that's when we more feel the sting, more than us lowering our standards to fit and feeling the sting. You know, and that's his story right there, you know. So if you agree, send some messages. If you disagree, send some messages, you know.
Yes,
that's
facts.
Her story and his story. So I want to thank you all for coming out and joining us. This was another fun, interesting adult conversation. Thanks for all your input. Thanks for all of the comments, all of the likes, all of the little hearts that people were hating on and throwing shots at, but it's all good. We ain't gonna say nothing about that again.
We love these weekly visitors who come back.
Yes, yeah, we love it. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends to join the conversation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring back the art of having conversations, because people don't talk about shit no more, and then they wonder why they lost in the world, because you ain't been talking. And you know what I'm saying? And you saving yourself money on therapy as well, just so y'all know now.
Listen, you know who I missed this week? I missed Spice Beauty. No.
Oh, Spice.
You ain't never gonna hear me say that.
Spice Beauty is in here.
Yeah, but I haven't she didn't put no input in. So.
I mean, she was just soaking it in. Soaking it in.
Melanated trying to start something. I'm not playing.
Yeah, Melanated, I'm gonna find it, Melanated, and I'm gonna DM you. I'm gonna hit you in the DM. So it's not unsolicited, so we know, you know what I'm saying?
Check our YouTube videos.
Yes, check out YouTube.
Like and share and comment. That's what we gotta say, right? When you're on YouTube. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Subscribe,
right? Yeah, I know. I got bad YouTube etiquette. My bad, y'all. You know, this is. But now, thank you all guys for coming out again. This will be on YouTube tomorrow or sometime later in the day. So, thank you guys.